Hello everybody, I'm Alex Nogales, the President and CEO of the National Hispanic Media Coalition, and today we're going to be talking about three different subjects. Two of them are big issues. The third is an announcement of all those writers that have been accepted into the Writers Program that starts in a couple of months. No, not even in a couple of months, less than a month. The first two subjects that we're going to be discussing, however, are very serious. One is a la carte, and the other one is white space. Let me start with a la carte. A la carte is a system by which the consumer is going to be able to pick what networks they want to have brought into their house via cable. Sounds like a great idea, but we're firmly against it. And we're firmly against it for two reasons. Number one, it will not bring down the price of the television bill to consumers. It has not worked in Europe, where there is a sizable population that compares quite well with the United States population. In fact, if anything, the prices have gone up. So we would say that that is not an alternative. The other thing that it would do is do away with minority broadcasting, because the minority television networks that produce that programming don't have the money to be able to market themselves and advertise themselves as the large ABCs, NBCs, CBS, and Foxes of the world. So they would go down the drain, giving us less access to minority program that is so important for us from the point of view of programming, from the point of view of what it does to our youth. The role modeling that would expose us to, all those wonderful cultural programs that we need to have. So we're firmly against it. And we do agree, however, with Gene Kimmelman from Consumers Union that all the community groups that have an interest in the subject, in this particular issue, do have to get together and have a common strategy if possible. If not, we can at least get together and agree to disagree and not make any of these things personal. Being personal doesn't do anything for the issue, and in fact, it just divides us. So, when I get back, we're going to be talking about something else. In the meantime, if you want to know more about this subject, and I encourage you to know more about this subject, click the little button right below me there, and it'll take you to a written part of where we are exactly on a la carte. When I come back, we'll be talking about white space and what it means for our community. Don't go away. Hi, everybody. Did you know that 2/3 of the white population across this country is connected to the internet? Would you be surprised if I was to tell you that minorities are not connected anywhere close to that number? In fact, Latinos are the ones that are connected the least, and we're only connected by 1/3. 1/3 of our entire population is connected, and so we are missing out on all kinds of educational materials, encyclopedias, all types of cultural events that we get through the internet. That cannot be, because we're just getting further behind in the digital divide. There is a solution to this, however, and that is white space. White space is that space that is available between television signals that can be utilized for broadband purposes, and it can be utilized at a much lower cost, which will encourage our population and other populations, rural, white, black, doesn't really matter, to in fact get hooked into the internet. We have recently written a letter to two proponents, in fact, the entire FCC commission, saying to them, continue to test those devices that will allow us to do that. We don't want to infringe, certainly on the television signals that will be on either side of the white space, but we do feel that the benefits to the Latino community and other communities are going to be so great if, in fact, we're able to get those devices to really work properly so they don't infringe on broadcasters and so forth, so that in fact we can enjoy the benefits of the internet. We've written a letter. We hope that you will agree with that action, because it is one that can only help our community. When I come back, we're going to be talking about something else, and that is going to be the Writers Program. I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. And now it is my great pleasure to tell you who those individuals are that are going to be participating in our new Writers Program that begins November the 3rd. We have two people from Pennsylvania. One of them is Don Perez, who actually moved from Pennsylvania to be close by to apply to this program because he really feels that it will make a difference. Then we also have Eli Martinez from the same area, Paco Escames from Spain, who feels that he can also be very successful. Solia Galeano, of Hondureño parentage, is very glad to be here. Alexis Garcia, who is representing the East Coast, New York specifically. Severiano Canales. We have Ernie Bustamante, Delia Maldonado, and Josephine Nereccio, and I almost forgot, Miguel Becerra. These are the individuals that are going to be in the Writers Program for the session that starts on the 3rd of November. We congratulate them, and we thank all of you that applied, and there was over 60 of you, 70 to be perfectly clear. 70 of you that submitted. We thank you, and we tell you, do not give up. There's going to be another program. Unfortunately, we can only have 10 of you at a time, so we will count on the fact that next time around, you'll also be part of this program. Muchas gracias.